Victoria Beckham just handed Meghan Markle a public defeat, so sharp it practically echoed through Hollywood. While Meghan's Netflix passion project quietly sinks into the streaming abyss, Victoria's new documentary has exploded across headlines, reminding everyone what real, unfiltered storytelling looks like. And behind closed doors, insiders whisper Meghan is livid, watching her former friend soar to the level of credibility and admiration she's been chasing for years. This isn't just two women with competing documentaries. It's the total dismantling of Meghan's brand of curated authenticity. She once sold herself as the misunderstood heroine who left royal life to find purpose. But Victoria's story exposed how hollow that narrative really was. Victoria didn't posture, didn't perform. She peeled back every layer of polish, speaking openly about her eating disorder, her loss of identity when David's fame eclipsed her own, the lies she told herself to keep up appearances. It wasn't glamorous, but it was real. That honesty hit audiences like a jolt, and Netflix knew they had something gold. Meanwhile, Meghan's glossy authenticity backfired spectacularly. Her show featured her pretending to harvest vegetables from what viewers instantly recognized as a staged garden, surrounded by uncomfortable celebrity friends. The entire production felt plastic, manufactured empowerment served on fine china. Even the choice of guests raised eyebrows. Chrissy Teigen, with her public bullying scandals, hardly screamed credibility. Viewers didn't buy a word of it, and the reviews reflected that Victoria's film worked because it didn't ask for sympathy, it offered truth. She wasn't a victim, she was human. That's why women around the world saw themselves in her. She made vulnerability feel powerful, not performative. Every scene drew connection instead of attention, and that's the difference between artistry and PR. And then there's the old wound, the accusation that tore their friendship apart. When it came out that Harry and Meghan accused Victoria Beckham of leaking private stories to the press, people were stunned. Victoria Beckham, the woman who's handled 3 decades of global fame with impeccable discretion, supposedly betraying them for gossip money. It was absurd. It said more about Meghan's paranoia than it did about Victoria's integrity. Victoria had welcomed Meghan into her world, offered advice, even attended her royal wedding. The accusation blindsided her. She didn't lash out, didn't go public, she simply walked away and let time do the talking. And time, it turns out, is the best revenge, because now Victoria's empire is stronger than ever. Her fashion line is thriving, her documentary is a global hit, and her reputation remains bulletproof. Meghan, on the other hand, is still trying to find her footing as project after project collapses under its own self-importance. Victoria's secret is simple. She understands how to play the media without being consumed by it. Her PR operation runs with quiet precision. Every move is deliberate, every headline earned. She knows which journalists to trust, when to speak, and when to stay silent. Her brand feels effortless, because she respects the people who build it behind the scenes. Meghan's team, in contrast, is chaos in motion, constant staff turnover, endless control battles, and a reputation for ignoring expert advice. The result? A media strategy that feels reactive, desperate, and painfully transparent. Victoria's documentary proves that humility and honesty will always outshine spin and self-promotion. When she looked into the camera and admitted how deeply her eating disorder had damaged her life, there were no filters, no excuses, just truth. That's why people connected with her. Meanwhile, Meghan keeps recycling the same narrative of persecution, never accountability. In the end, Victoria Beckham didn't just win the battle of the documentaries. She redefined what authenticity in the public eye actually means. She reminded the world that elegance isn't about control, it's about courage. And while Meghan clings to the image she's desperate to project, Victoria is thriving on the strength of something far rarer: people actually believe her.